Wedges are a must-have tool. Most that I have found come from this first two breaks at the base of the platter. Very versatile tool, the wedge. This is a jumble of stone tools, just to show an example of how many tools can come from a small platter. Folks, I like arrowheads. I really do. These were all found here on our 10 acres. Some down in the creek, Lost Creek, 4 miles east of Seneca, Missouri. I like arrowheads, like everyone else. But my interest is in older tools, much older tools. As far as tips, I like atlatl tips. And points, I like large spear points or cutting knives. I guess it's before the bow and arrow, which is a weird thing that I've heard, that it only came around a few hundred years ago when there's hieroglyphics or whatever that word is, in Egypt that shows them using the bow and arrow 4, 5, 6,000 years ago. Anyway, as I said, my interest is in stone tools that are older than those. So, I'd like to start out with saying again, there's two types of tools, abrasion or cutting. This is an abrasion tool. It has no evidence of a cutting edge anywhere, just abrasion. This is a cutting tool, a hafted, one that can be hafted, a large, long cutting tool that shows no area used for abrasion. Cutting, abrasion. This is a very small tool used only for abrasion. This is a very small tool used only for cutting. The cutting edge is there at the top, about 1 inch long. It shows no abrasion use. Could have been hafted. Large cutting, small cutting, large abrasion, small abrasion. Abrasion tool, very old, that was also had a cutting edge. Cutting and abrasion on the same tool. Abrasion, cutting. Very old, very dull. Another cutting and abrasion tool together. Cutting, small cutting, and abrasion. Abrasion and cutting together. This one's very old. Cutting and abrasion. Cutting without any abrasion use. Cutting without any abrasion use, or maybe, but mostly cutting. Cutting, don't see abrasion use, not really. Folks, let me explain my personal archaeology site. We're on the high ridge of the Lost Creek Valley. It's just over that pasture. It drops off. The valley is about a 1/4 mile wide. Runs east into Grand Lake. I'm sorry, west into Grand Lake. East, it goes quite a ways too. In '85, we bought this 10-acre mountain hill and began, of course, to start clearing off the top part to build our home. And we've done that clearing with a bulldozer for about every 3 years for a long time. We now have about 6 acres that we mow. It keeps the grasshoppers out of our yard and the hawks that love to hunt from these trees take care of snakes and such. I like most snakes, but there's a lot of copperheads around here. And a large yard helps, I feel. Well, as we were having this hilltop dozed off, we kept pushing it down this hill here, and over to that tree line. There's a like almost a rock wall where the dirt from all this had been pushed. Each time we had a half an acre or an acre cleared off with the dozer, I would go in and pick up all the stones and find lots of artifacts, and I would move all the stones and pile them, actually a bunch of them I have to look at on that ridge. This about a quarter of an acre right through here was the last time we had a dozer in, and because of my age I haven't been able to work that ground, and now it's pretty grown up. So I mean, I know there's lots of tools in there and I may get to them, but not yet. This pasture is native grass. They prize it a lot. And so do we. I still have lots of tools to go through, or lots of stones. Hopefully they're tools. Right here within these 3 trees, I pile lots and lots of stones in there. But this is our little 10-acre mountain where we have, I have, found all of these tools, except for a few that we found down the creek, mostly the arrowheads. I'm showing this so you folks will understand that all of these tools came from this area, so they would represent many ages of people. Some look like they're only 1,000 years old, some look maybe hundreds, but most that I'm finding are thousands. I'm told that it doesn't establish itself as an archaeology site because 2 feet or more strata has been disturbed to level off these areas. Not that it matters to me, because, well, maybe it matters to me a little bit. But I feel that what I have here is not uncommon. I mean, it is common. Most of the farmers around here that's been here through generations have lots of arrowheads hanging on their wall. Mostly arrowheads, though. I like the older tools. This is Frog Pond School, where we repair pottery and give classes. We'll go in there one of these days. Lots of really interesting pottery in there. This is Ellie. She's about as old as I am. This spring I found a very interesting stone that I would like to show next. Bye for now. Joanna thinks I should make a mission statement. I don't know exactly what that is, but I will try. Let me find a stone that will speak for me. Oh, yes, of course. The heart was given to us free. Mother Earth gave us the heart of the stone, gave us the heart of the wood, gave us the heart of the earth. She just wants us to take care of it. You're the boss. She said, you're the boss. Please take care of it.